Malawi and boy.
What's up, my good people? It's such a lovely Friday today. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. I just came back at home and just saw the press from Pep. I was not going to do this. I was like, you know what? As I promised before, I'm done talking about the charges, the FFP charges, because at the end of the day, whatever happens. As a fan, I just want to watch the Aston Villa game and enjoy myself. But after I watched the press, I'm not crying, by the way. I have issues with my eyes. As you can see, the eyes have swollen up this morning. I would cry, to be honest. If I would cry for real, but this is not the crying I'm talking about. But I would cry to have a manager like Pep Guardiola, because I know the media were ready to slam him. I know the media and the rival fans were watching it, ready to pick up mistakes, and the media were ready for him. But what surprised me, and for me to watch the press, is because after the press was done, I saw notifications from the media journalists that I follow and a few others saying, my God, Man City is lucky to have Pep Guardiola as their manager. I repeat this. Man City is lucky to have Pep Guardiola as their manager because he handled himself excellently in the press. Something that is difficult, people. Believe it or not. I am a general manager myself, and when you're handling something on behalf of a company, it's not easy, especially accusations like this. 115, as some people keep adding, some generals keep adding on the top. So we're gonna dive into it. Guys. Like the video before we start, but welcome. Such a lovely day. Welcome. We're gonna dive deep into all the quotes, the important quotes. I have them set. Don't worry, I was prepping for you guys. I am doing hard work for you guys. almost every day there's a stream. So we're being consistent. But let me welcome my good friend, Professor Gundo. How you doing, Gundo?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Patrick.
I'm good, my friend. My good friend, I am very good. I am good. Welcome to the talking points. I did one last time without you. I think you were busy, but I always do the press and I take a few things and I do talking points. Before I dive into the talking points I've put through, right? I even have my Man City mag, just for those who want to hate. Just before we dive into the points, did you watch the press?
I just finished watching it.
What do you think overall before I dive into the points?
Oh my goodness me. There was a point when he was speaking that I welled up. My eyes and my heart welled up. I welled up because that was that couldn't have been done any better.
No better.
There is nobody, not the chairman, not the CEO, not Chiki, nobody could have delivered that response to those questions from all of them. Nobody could have done. It was a masterclass.
It was.
It was. I'm watching that, so I'm saying to myself, "My God, how would I react if I was this guy?" It was a masterclass. This guy.
It is difficult. People have no idea. It's hard as a manager to come out.
This guy is the GOAT. Forget about Alex Ferguson. This guy is the GOAT. He not only the way he plays the game and what he's won, it's in the way he articulates, like a skillful attorney, the questions that were asked by all these different journalists.
Very difficult questions too, by the way.
A masterclass. And City fans should be proud of this man. In that stadium on Sunday, that song, "Cause We've Got Guardiola," you better sing it, City fans. From the first whistle to the end whistle, you better sing it. No more quiet in the state. No, sing that song. Because what we have is uncommon. It's unusual. It's different gravy. It's different level. This guy, man, I'm telling you, man. I mean, you watch him, you watch Klopp's press conferences, and you wonder what Klopp looks like an apprentice. You watch Graham Potter as like a guy still in grade school. Antonio Conte, okay, he has moments, but he's cantankerous. You watch Eric Ten Hag, who speaks like a robot sometimes, and you watch this guy speak, and it's just like he went to Harvard Law School.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Let me just welcome a few things, people. Vuma says, man, Pep Guardiola lifted the fan base even more. The surge mentality is on full effect against the world. Full effect us against the world. We are a wounded animal, and a saying, a wounded animal is the most dangerous. Big up to you, Vuma. Big up to you. Big up to my man Tapiwa, man. Since day one, always supporting us, Gundo. Tapiwa always commenting on every video, liking every video. Tapiwa, do me a favor, Tapiwa. You are a Madrid fan, right? Hit me in the DM, send me your address. Let me send you something special because you comment on every video. Carl, since day one, my African brother Tapiwa comments on every single video, likes on every single video. He leaves a comment, even if it's a thumb.
The good thing about Tapiwa is a Madrid fan, right?
Yeah, he's a Madrid fan.
When you're a Madrid fan like Tapiwa,
we did a conversation and he was there active. Asking us.
My point is that his behavior is royalty, it's regal. When you are a Real Madrid fan and you've won titles, you don't need to argue with people like Guti and all these guys on Spaces. You don't need to argue. You got 14 champions. What are you arguing about? What you do, like Tapiwa does, is give advice and say, "I see what you're doing. You guys are doing well." That's what he's done. There's no need to debate or argue. If I'm a United fan, if I have 13 Premier League titles, what am I fighting with Liverpool and City about?
Yeah, this is what I say to people. I was like, you guys have the better trophies. As you say, City is a small club. It's an oil small club. So why do you fight against a club that you say is small? Like, what's the point? I'm sorry, guys. This is just, I've said it multiple times, Carl. I think you've also seen me say it on Twitter. If my club had 14 UCLs, 3 or 2 or 1 over City, I would not give any City fan a time of day. Because why? I have the UCLs. I wouldn't even rub it in your face. You know I do have them, Carl, but I don't understand. But anyway, let's move on. Twisted, how you doing? Twisted Baba, how you gentlemen? How you doing, Twisted, my friend? Hope you're well. I hope Arsenal are ready. This ain't no sport now. It's fucking war. Okay.
Yep.
Big up to you. Big up to you. By the way, I don't care if you cheated, but do it the right way. Win with UCL. Big up to you. Big up to you. I also like the Bayern fans. They're very good. Professor Gundo, the way you speak is very inspiring. You've got Twisted, Gundo. Gundo has Twisted has finally become part of your side. Okay, let's move on to this.
You know the funny thing, my London club, quote unquote, is Palace. I know Twisted is the Palace fan, right? Yeah. My quote unquote London club. It was a club in London that I like. In fact, I think, I like it's Palace. I like Palace. I've always liked them. Even from the beginning, I like the way they play. I like what they do. I like the energy. So, Twisted, we have some commonality there at least,
Yeah. So, guys, as I said, we are reacting to the press conference. This is called Talking Points. It's one of the programs I do. I have already done another Talking Point. I think I did the Spurs game. I usually do them with the press is interesting. So I pick up a few things. So, Carl, I just pick up a few things. My first thought is that we are. Let me just remove my own logo. My own logo is hiding what I have to read. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So the media were asking him about the thoughts of the accusations or allegations. So my first thought is that we have already been condemned. Carl, that was his opening statement in the press. He says we've already been condemned. He also gave an example of the UEFA situation that, funny enough, in this country, it says innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
But yet the UEFA time, and even this time, my first thought is we've already been condemned. What do you think about that statement? Because it came with pain. Go ahead.
Well, this is the thing, right? In England, supposed to be one of the beacons of light, the beacons of journalism, the beacons of freedom, the beacons of fairness and justice, right? The media houses have already condemned us without a fair trial, without a fair hearing. And you call yourselves fair and balanced and the beacon of justice and righteousness. And no, what's what he's saying? That in this country, the wonderful country of England, you pride yourselves on being a first world country where there's fairness, freedom, and everybody has a chance to defend themselves in a court of law or in an arbitration. You've already condemned us. All of you media people. And what he said was, what if we're proved innocent? What happens next? He talked about the fact that you've set a precedent now. Be careful. Because now you've set a precedent. You don't know the future. Not 1 year, not 5, not 10 down the line. What if? The guy was spitting facts. The guy was he was spitting facts.
He was indeed. He was indeed. And you know what? For me, that's the thing. I keep telling other fans. That's why I respect my friend Anthony. I know you know Anthony Carr. Anthony is one of the people who sat me down and spoke to me. He's like, Patrick, do you remember when people were laughing at Chelsea that they're going through issues? He says, the reason why, you see, I was just saying, guys, sometimes it's good to calm down. It's good to be calm. It's because people don't realize, especially in football, that things can change. And it's true, Carl. Things can change. I think going forward, I'm going to take that. I even told him I learned that from him. It doesn't matter if another team is going through issues. I'll never laugh, Carl. No will I ever judge. I think I'll just settle down and watch it because you never know. Because people have to be careful. As Pep Guardiola has warned people, you are setting a sort of path that maybe in the future that path might land on you. Now, I did not paste this because I was looking for the court, but I'm gonna just talk about it and we'll talk about it. Hopefully, you remember some of the teams. If I mistakenly don't mention some of the teams. So, in the press, Carl, he said there's teams, I repeat, he said there's teams that last time wrote a letter to the Premier League and signed the letter. Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Newcastle, Wolves, Burnley. I don't know if he mentioned West Ham. I didn't hear that. But those are some of the teams. I'm just giving an example. Liverpool, they pushed for us to be banned away and be taken out of the Premier League when the Champions League ban is. Now, what I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes, I'm going to show you something. During that period, when these teams were writing to the Prem, these teams were fighting for us to be chased out. Big up to you, Twisted. Crystal Palace was never on the list. Never on the list. The Crystal Palace never said anything against City. But here is a list I just saw a few minutes ago. It's been done by Sky. 2018-2019. This is probably close to the time when Man City, we were fighting the UEFA bans 2020 then. And this is when these guys wrote the letter. But look at this. These are the same teams. If you can see a list here, look at them, Carl. The same teams: Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, Newcastle, not Aston Villa, Wolves was mentioned, Liverpool was mentioned. You get what I mean? Do you see Man City on that list?
No.
Why? Then why, as Pep said, these teams were writing to the Prem to say these guys are overspending. We want you on their neck. Make sure you ban them. Why?
They didn't say that they were overspending. They just wanted them out because they felt that they were guilty. As they wrote to UEFA and said they wanted to move from Champions League because they felt they were guilty. And they wanted them to suffer punishment because they also wanted that spot. They all were struggling for that fourth spot in the UCL qualification. Right? I'm not going to talk about all these clubs who are here. I don't have time for them. You can spend what you want to spend. That's your business. But on the field of play, with all the money you spend, you're still 9th and you're still 10th. Some of you. Right? You look at Brighton, you look at Brentford, all these guys who are there, right? They're above you. And yet you're running to the Premier League to go and report. You should be ashamed of yourself. Where is innocent until proven guilty? Isn't that the Western way? You're on mute, Patrick. Isn't that the Western civilization way?
No. I was about to say it goes out of the window. So he says, we had accusations and now we are charged. The club proved we were completely innocent with the UEFA. So he says that's after the thought of saying every time teams condemn us, rival fans condemn us. I see a lot of rival fans enjoying themselves, posting odd emails of City from UEFA, as if posting statements. Those statements were released already. They're on CAS. You can go read them on CAS. Accusing, and now he says they were talking about he was talking about lower division. He says some people want us kicked out of the Premier League. If this happens, if we are guilty, he says we will go to the lower division, no problem. We have been there before. We will call back Paul Dikoff, Mike Summerby, and make a good process. Then he also mentioned, Carl, that Little Man City comes from Main Road. We've been at lower stadiums, smaller stadiums before. We've been in these divisions before. If that's where you want us to start building again, we'll be there and I will be there. He also says a lot of people were saying that Pep Guardiola is going to leave when City go lie to him or something. He said, now I don't want to move on. And he says, I'm not going to move from this seat, my friend. Not because the people say they lied to Pep. No, let me just finish. It says they lied to you, Pep. They did not lie to me. They did not. He says the people, not with people say they lied to you, Pep. Then he says to himself, they did not lie to me. Look, what happened with UEFA? We did not do anything wrong. Now is the same case. Why should I not trust my people? He said, I'll trust my people. I'm not going to move away from this. And he also cleared that those quotes people are taking from 2020, they have fixed them up to suit that narrative. Go ahead, Carl.
He said more now than ever before, I'm not leaving. And if you saw his eyes when he was saying that, the way he was looking at the camera, this Patrick, I'm telling you, man, if the Premier League cannot prove their case, there's some serious problem they're gonna have. And I said this in our show 2 days ago or 3 days ago when I looked at all the data. When I studied this case, when I talked to my friends who are attorneys and lawyers and all that kind of stuff, I had conversation. I took my time. It took 3 days to go.
Yeah, you took 3 days. Yeah, you did not get back to me in 2-3 days.
Yeah, we have 3. And I'm saying, if you're gonna come against them, you're gonna have to prove that all the auditors, all the Deloittes, the BDOs, the EYs of the world were either misled or didn't do their job properly. How do you do that with with stolen emails? So if you come after them that way and you cannot prove your case, where does the PL now stand? Yeah, because now all of a sudden You spend all this time, you create all these problems, there's damages to reputation. Where does the club now go? In terms of getting back that reputation, you're going to have to pay a cost, Premier League. You're going to have to do it. And what the manager said that we've been through the same thing that went through UEFA is what these guys are doing again. Is what they're doing again. The exact same thing, which has been disproved in CAS, which is the CAS is like the Supreme Court for sports globally. It's shocking.
As I said, it's a witch hunt. Let me read a comment here. Twister says, I have a new friend saying you, Carl, that he's now your friend. Charlie says, Pep mentioned the 9 teams that try to ban us from the UCL. He also said the 19 PL teams try to get us banned as well. So those teams are still fighting right now. I will watch the press conference and then your stream. Big up to you, Daniel. Big up to you. Our manager. Yes, our manager. Guys, I'm repeating this. After I saw the press, I decided to do this video. I did some research, something new, something incredible. I've been doing these talking points before I did the Spurs one, but this is amazing. I was not going to talk about this, but the speech that was given by Pep in the press, the words, the way he delivered them, as Carl says, the way it was beautiful. Even the media have come out and said, Man City fans and Man City are lucky to have Pep as a manager. The way he handled himself was incredible. So let's move on here. Tapio says, a lot of clubs are hiding skeletons in the closet. I guess it's just a battle of who can hide those skeletons best. That's true from Tapiwa. Eddie says, bigger Pat, this is such a bad distraction for your season. It's going to drag for months. Where do you guys think you will finish this season? Carl, do you want to answer Eddie on that? Big up to Eddie. Yeah. Go subscribe to his channel. Eddie Waff, a very good channel, guys. Yeah, go subscribe to his channel.
We're going to be champions again. Simple.
So there's your answer, Eddie. With chest, we're going to be champion again. So Eddie said, I'm dropping a like. I feel bad for Pep because he's a boss manager, but I love City being mad as a United fan. No, man, the game is the game. Even Carl say, me and Carl understand, the game is a game. Carl, if United fans are giddy about this, we can't blame them. I don't blame rival fans for being giddy about this.
Patrick, what I said, what I've come to the conclusion, all City fans have to realize is that what a United fan or a Chelsea fan or Arsenal fan thinks about your club is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's absolutely irrelevant. It makes no difference.
Yeah, the only thing that matters is how you feel about it.
It's how you feel about your club. What I feel about United to a United fan is irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant. I've got nothing to prove. I can't prove anything to them. It's irrelevant. It's how I feel about my club and the football that I play and the players that I have. That's what's important. How a United fan feels about my club, I couldn't give a toss. It's irrelevant to me.
That is true. We have Collins here. Yes, Colin. Pep is a City legend. Yeah, big up to you guys. Big up to all the guys in the chat, guys. Summer C. Okay, I'm gonna try to say your name today. Summer C. Maybe you say it, Carl. How do you say her name? I've been with her on the HN show before. Summer C. Samisi. Oh, okay. We're gonna be calling you Summer here. We're gonna be calling you Summer from here.
It's Summer Sis. It's Summer Sis MCI.
Oh, Summer Sisai MCI. Oh, so that makes it better. Summer Sisai MCI. Have we said it or we're butchering your name? Are we butchering your name? Summer Sisai MCI. Yeah. So, comment from Amit here says, if City found innocent, I hope City does to the PL what Vesuvius did to Pompey. Okay, so let's just read another comment before we have our own thoughts here. He says, be careful in the future. Many clubs can make suggestions and there's a lot of clubs that can be accused like we have been accused. So he's actually saying, be careful in the future. This is also something I've told Newcastle fans. Stop laughing, guys. Newcastle fans, stop laughing. You're also the new boys on the block. So, okay, Samasi. Okay, Samasi. He says, just call me Samasi. Samasi, big up to you, Samasi. It's better that way. Newcastle fans have to also stop laughing. I don't feel sorry for City, but I feel sorry for City fans. They deserve better. That's a good statement.
Well, the thing about it is that what he said was that this action is setting a precedent. Now, understand that when he uses that word, right? Now, in a court of law, or in little I know about law, is that whenever you want to judge a case, right, or sentence, or do something, they go back and look at if there's a precedent, if something has happened like this before, and then use that as a basis, right, to argue a case sometimes, right, to compare it. What he's saying is that when you set this precedence, in the future, there will be other similar things like this, where clubs can create these spurious charges to the Premier League, and they're going to accuse other clubs for other things.
Yeah.
For example, okay, I'm not saying like this Chelsea issue of the way they spent money this January window. Oh, I guarantee you, right? That's going to come at some point. That's going to rear its ugly head again.
Yeah.
Right? Newcastle are laughing right now. They're owned by the Saudis. I guarantee you, they're going to bring the whole moral issues up. Okay? I heard about
it will be dug up. It will be dug up. They have no idea. I think they're laughing now, but it will also be dug up.
I hear about some Liverpool fans want Qatari investment, or United want Qatari investment. Oh, you go get Qatari investment. Let's see what happens right now with the whole human rights issue that the whole English media brought up during the World Cup. Let's see how that plays. We got to be really careful with this stuff, man. Really careful with this stuff. And what he's saying is that you're setting the precedence, a dangerous one, for the future.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I think people have no idea that sometimes think life is good for you, but you never know when things can change. And it's funny. At the end of the day, I know the game is the game. We will laugh at other fans. Oh, look at that. Laugh at City. City is struggling. Why are Premier League taking such a big risk in saying it's true? I suppose they're being pressured. What do you think about Pep's comments on I am staying more than ever? What do you think? For me,
oh, man.
Vuma, I think these are his friends, Vuma. Let me tell you something, Vuma. City were planning on Pep Guardiola way before he came in. The time Mancini was here, City were still planning on bringing Pep Guardiola. It's not after Pellegrino. It was way before. Few times he said, I'm not coming yet. They have been planning. These are his friends. These are the same guys that are with him in Barcelona. These are people. Tiki played football with him, with Pep. These are his friends. They've got restaurants together. These guys go dining. Their friends go drinking together. So he's supporting his friends. Even the Barcelona president, Cao, did you see his comment? He says, those are my friends, and I hope they get through this, and I hope they finally clear everything. Do you know? These are friends. These are people who know each other. They're from the same circle. There hasn't been any ill comments again from Spain or even the La Liga president. He's been quiet. He's just said, I wish all the best for Man City at this moment. But the thing is, these agendas, even Vincent Company came out and said it's quite funny in England. They like pointing fingers a lot. It makes me laugh that there's a lot of finger pointing, but people don't want to look.
People that live in glass houses should not throw stones.
Yeah, he said that, and which is true, because at the end of the day, guys, even some United fans are excited. Qatar is coming, or if Qatar is coming, this is coming. United fans are saying Glazers are taking money out of them. They they saying people are laughing at somebody whose owner has invested around the area of Manchester, created jobs. But at the end of the day, guys, the game is the game. Yes, people will laugh, but hopefully, as Pep said, the football is great. The players are great. Everything's. Pep has always been a gentleman. Yeah,
true that. Is before the press conference, Erling Haaland, right, shares a picture. What does he say?
Togetherness. Yeah.
That's the newest boy that's the new boy in town. He understands what is going on. Just together. Arsenal, if you slip up, if you by mistake between now and June, if you drop 3 points between now and June, go check out your April now. You have to play Newcastle, City, and I think he's Chelsea in back to back. If you drop 1 point, we'll be there waiting for you.
It is what it is. I think right now it's the best. When I saw them sitting together, the City players, and after that post by what's his name, by Haaland saying togetherness, I was like, finally, I think they're talking now. I just wanted to see who's talking. I was interested to see who's talking. I tried to zoom to see that who's hearing this. And I hope, Carl, we go back to basics. I hope Diaz comes back with Laporte. They also get a few games. I think they'll be needed for the UCL early stages. Anything else to say, Adkar, on this Pep Guardiola press conference?
It's nothing else to say. What do you say to that? How do you retort to that? There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, what I was surprised with, Patrick, was that when he finished that press conference, the media were quiet. The media were quiet. And what could they say? I heard Ian
There's
Leadman
nothing they
talk.
could say.
I heard
They could say
Melissa
nothing they
Reddy
could say.
talk. What are they going to say?
Melissa tried her best. She tried her best.
I think what really got them was his opening statement that we're already being condemned by everybody. That in this country, this wonderful country, you're innocent until proven guilty. You all have condemned us, basically what he's saying. That I think that really, because journalistic integrity is one that just talks about fairness and justice and equity, right? And balance. He really pulled that carpet under them. It's basically, guys, have some shame. You were supposed to be the ones who are exposing the truth and being fair and being balanced and calling for calm. But you are the ones who are poking the bear. That statement completely just took all the wind out of their sails. And they couldn't get back on the horse again. I mean, what a performance, man. What a performance.
It was amazing from Pep. Guys, it's good to be a City fan. I love your manager. As Gundo said, guys at the stadium, sing his name. Guardiola, we got. Please sing the name of Pep Guardiola, because what he did today, our man, he just smoked them. He smoked them in the press, guys.
Sing his name, guys. You gotta sing this guy's name. I mean, I fall in love with this manager all over again. I mean, you know what I was thinking about? It's not going to happen. But imagine that, okay, we got to the Championship or League One and Pep is still there. I'm going to fly down to go watch those games, bro.
I would love it, and I think we deserve.
I would fly down. Imagine if you win the UCL, right? And Premier League say, we have to be relegated to League One.
Yeah,
League One, and you have the UCL.
Yeah, we'll do Aston Villa. Don't forget Aston Villa and Forest and them, man. You know. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. So Super City says, brilliant from Pep. He knows this is a complete witch hunt, which is true. Just call me Samisi or Samasi. Okay, Samasi. Yeah. Surge mentality. Yep. Can I say something? I think for the better of the club, Pep should extend his contract again. Every club needs to change every 5 to 7 just to refresh the thing that Fergie did cannot. Yeah, I think he extended already. He already extended to 2 years, so he's here for 2 years. Replicated, it's competitive. Okay, I see you are trying to collect what you say there. City season has now come alive. Go and win the title. Thank you very much, Twisted. Blue Studio, how you doing, my friend Abdullah? So send me the link. I'm gonna come in now. Just coming back from work. And unfortunately, Blue Studio, we are going to cut it here. We have already done most of the stuff. If you want Blue Studio, if Carl has time, I can do the Aston Villa now so that no, I have to do it on Saturday. I promise somebody, Jesus Christ. I can't do it today. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to join us on Saturday. Because somebody wanted Aston Villa done on Saturday. So thank you very much, guys. Like the vid before you go, guys. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. And guys, thank you again to all the subscribers who have supported us, supported Pitch Points. Pitch Points will be back on Monday with the UCL preview, match previews on Pitch Points. Pitch Points will also do the Europa previews, and we'll talk about the Super League a bit, just to talk about it a bit and see what our opinions are. Guys, go to Pitch Points. It's on 670 subscribers right now. Get Pitch Points to 700 subscribers. Let me put the sign here so you can see what Pitch Points looks like. So that's Pitch Points. If you Google Pitch Points, or if you go to YouTube and search Pitch Points, that's Pitch Points. That's Gundo's channel. But guys, as I said, thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you for watching, guys. And for the guys who's going to watch this later, don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to like, guys. Goodbye. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the football. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.